And so a company had approached us from California that had a contract with Visa building transaction payment systems on the Visa backbone for healthcare. Healthcare is massive, trillions of dollars of payments move through that business, that market. And they wanted us to come on and be their outsourced product development team. And we were entrepreneurs. We didn't want to be a shop, right? Well, it was like two guys, and it was like a financier, a lot of healthcare background, and then a guy who basically architected the first ATM systems. Very senior guy, older guy, and they built this system. And Visa had put a couple million in it, and they put about $1 million or so in it, but they couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get the company off the ground, and we thought we knew why. So we said, we don't want to be your outsourced software development team. We want to acquire the company from you, and we'll show you how it should be done. And so, we met with Visa, and Visa said, "Oh, yeah, I re-architected the whole, the way the data flowed and so forth." And Visa's like, "Oh, yeah, okay, good, let's go for this. This makes so much sense." We raised a little bit of capital for down payment for the acquisition. Had a couple of investors. Big lesson learned, and that one was, so we had Visa, and we're like, "Oh, frickin' Visa. We're working with Visa. Can you believe that?"
I know exactly what
and we pitched to some VCs, names not to be disclosed, but we pitched to a couple of VCs around town, and I'll never forget one of them had said, "Well, what do you need Visa for? Why don't you guys just go build this yourself?" And we're like, "You're kidding me. Why wouldn't you want to have Visa as a marketing partner, if nothing else?" And I go, "Okay, yeah. Go build it and then come back and we'll consider it." So, fast forward, a lot happened. And Visa had to get an LOI in place in order for us to work with it. Their legal department took, I think it was 10 months to get a non-binding LOI done, right? Now imagine you're raising money and you're talking to investors. You're like, "Oh yeah, it's awesome. We got this contract with Visa, we're acquiring this company, massive space, all the trends in the right direction. This is going to be great. We've got a great team, but we need to raise capital to do this, and we'll give you an update." And then
a month goes by.
2 months go by, and you're like, "Here's another update. Yeah, Visa still hasn't gotten off the dime, but we're making progress." Visa was apologizing to us. It was taking so long. We're like, "Oh, you guys are killing us. We're trying to raise capital here." And after a while, our best investor, finally just had to say, "I'm out," because it was taking too long. And we hired a CEO from the Valley or from Southern California who had built a company and sold it to Visa, worked for Visa for a while, left Visa, bought the company back from him, worked on it for a while, sold it back to him again, and then left Visa, and he was going to be the CEO, right? And he was perfect fit. And he got cold feet after it was taking so long. So, now, and we had a similar circumstance with Cisco and a couple big pharmaceutical companies and following company, and big lesson about startups working with really big companies. Everybody wants to go work for Microsoft or Amazon or whoever it is, right?
Well, I've talked.
If you can live long enough, right? Yeah, exactly.
Like
yeah,
Second said the same thing. I mean, we talked to Nationwide Insurance. We talked to American Express.
Yeah.
We talked to Verifone. I mean, in the payment space, we talked to major players. And the lesson that I tell other people now is, don't believe anything they say. Don't keep going with meetings, but don't count on them. And it's just like you can't predict anything. And if you're fundraising, I mean, it's just like.
But your first time into that situation, you're just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe who we're working with," right?
Yeah. It's
very, very hard, and it's one of those frog in the boiling pot of water kind of a thing.
Yep.
By the time you realize it's too late, you've burnt runway, and credibility and a lot of other things.
Wasted time, development, resources.
Your team is exhausted,